let's talk freight a little bit. It's getting kind of silly out here, and I don't think enough people understand it. If you don't understand how to book freight or freight lane, understand freight lanes and how much freight should average, what it should pay going certain directions or whatever, don't be scared to ask. Also, know your bottom dollar. Know what it's gonna take for you to make money. People are taking cheap loads into bad markets and just making matters worse. For instance, like if you're coming into Florida, you see a load on the load board, and this just happened to a friend of mine. He just sent me a message talking about it. Had the load booked for $5,000 coming into a tough market like Florida, and someone underbid him $3,000 for $3,000. $5,000 versus $3,000. You're cutting people's, you're cutting your own legs from underneath you and cutting everybody else's legs from underneath you, from underneath them. I'm sorry. A lot of people are doing things that just don't make any sense. A lot of the work, if you're working with brokers, don't book your freight on their apps. Find you someone at that brokerage to speak to build a relationship with. Because if you do that, like people are doing these dispatching services and stuff like that, that's not needed. It's not needed. It's not needed ever. You don't need a dispatching service. What you need is a relationship with either a shipper or a broker. People can say what they want to say about a broker. Brokers are there to make money. They're going to get their cut. As long as you know your cut, that's all that matters. So, for instance, you're paying for a dispatching service. You ain't got to. If you work with, let's just say, like C.H. Robinson or something like that, you end up getting a rep over there at C.H. Robinson. Most reps over at C.H. Robinson, you can set it up where they can book your freight. You leave from Ohio, go to New York back, up to Maine, and Maine back down to Ohio. Whatever it may be, you can do it with that one broker. And if you get into a dead area, then you look for other brokers, or have a book of just like 4 or 5 brokers that you work with continuously and try to stay working with those.